Welcome to the Lead Pedal Podcast with your host, Bruce Outridge, where he talks all things trucking. Now let's get rolling.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We got featured trucks, the last lot to show you today, and I know you're going to love it. And today's show is brought to you by Chrome Supply Warehouse. That's right, our friends down in Belleville, Ontario, with the coolest chrome shop going. They are not only partnering in the featured truck contest, but they are also great sponsors of the show. So check them out there. So you can go to chromsupplywarehouse.com if you can't get to Belleville. If you're going through Belleville, which is in between Toronto and Montreal, you can check them out at exit 538 on the 401 north side of the highway is what they do. And just look for this big blue glass building. It is awesome. And they've got 8,000 square feet of the best chrome parts you ever need, whether it's interior, exterior, or you just want to make that ride look like no other. They've got custom parts even available. So go check them out at chromsupplywarehouse.com. We love being there. All right, let's get on to our show today. Let's find out exactly what's happening.
Be sure to share the podcast on your favorite social media channels.
All right, so our featured truck lot, as you know, we've been doing our featured truck of the year contest, and we're in lot 4 now. So the first lot was classic trucks, you know, all those old ones from the 50s. Then we had our second one was the cab overs, all the cab overs that we'd featured this year. When you think about it, we feature about 50 trucks a year. So when you have that, then that's a lot of trucks. So we had the classic trucks, we had the cab overs. The last one was older conventionals. I call them classic conventionals. These are guys before 2000 and older. And then we've got our latest one, which is the, I guess you want to call the late model conventionals. And these ones are anything above 2000. So we got quite a few in the running here. We have a Summertime Blues, which is the Lockhart Peterbilt. These are all really neat. We saw this at over at the Woodstock Truck Show. Skillix came out with a new custom Pete. You know, they come out with a new truck every year. So they came out with a really new beige custom one, which was good. We've got the CBM Pinky truck, which is a Mack, all done up for trucking for a cure. We got a T800 Kenworth. This one we saw over at our friends over at Titan Tarp Systems. It's on. We were talking there. We've got the Sinner. This is a 2000 Peterbilt, owned by Tom Cooper, and we had that for sure. And then. Trucks, they had their 25th edition 2025 Peterbilt at the Woodstock Truck Show. This is the one where the seats all look like jeans. This was pretty cool. Skillix had another 2026 Peterbilt out that we saw in Woodstock. This was the brown burgundy one, was in there. P&H had a Kenworth that we featured. They've got a great lineup of Kenworths. They had one there. They haul flour. Gleason Farms, this is probably our only Volvo that we've got in the bunch. This was from Brian, who was the featured truck, and he was also the lead truck in the Special Olympics. We've got a Janko Pete that we featured this year. They haul steel, pretty cool. And TAS had a TAS, their Mack was featured again this year, which was very cool. We had a triple axle Kenworth that was one of the show ones from Newfoundland. This one's really nice. And then we had another T800 Kenworth. So those are the trucks that we have in the lots there. So what happens is we put them all up. We put a poll up in our fan club every week, and you have the whole week to vote on these. So if you want to vote on these trucks, go there. You can also go to our YouTube channel. If you just want to see the trucks, go check them out on our YouTube channel, and it's all pretty cool there. So good luck to, this is our last one, and then the next week we will be voting on the 4. And then we will have our winner. So so it's getting down to the wire here, which is going to be very cool. So congratulations to all of those that came in. Learn at the end of this year about how you can get your featured truck in for next year, because we usually see these at the shows, but you can send us your truck if you want it to be featured that year. All you have to do is send us an email, send us a few pics with it, and then tell us a little backstory on it, and that's all you got to do. So we'll see what comes in for 2026. We'll start featuring trucks in January if we get any. Sometimes we go back a couple years and pick out an older one and refeature it again. So it is possible to get a refeatured one, but we'll be talking about that. All right, so there you go. That's what we've got. Now, we don't have any events because there's nothing going on in December other than Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. So we don't have any events to tell you about. We will be updating that and give you a fresh list for 2026. There's lots coming up, so we know you're going to love it. All right, my friends, before we go, let me tell you about a great place, Driver Check. If you're looking for workplace safety, drug and alcohol testing, anything like that, Driver Check is where you should go, and you can go to drivercheck.ca. If you just need resources for yourself, maybe you're a one-person fleet, then you certainly will be looking at that. All right, my friends, we'll talk to you later. Be good out there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Subscribe to the podcast and go join our fan club so you can vote on the featured truck of the year.
This has been another episode of the Lead Pedal Podcast. For more information or to subscribe to the podcast, visit theleadpedalpodcast.com and be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter.